Bonjour les élèves. Today we're going to fill in your notes on weather. Le temps means weather. I know sometimes you look at it and think it looks like temperature, but it's not. That's la température. So this is le temps, weather. So turn to your note page. That should be on page 11. The first word we have is la météo, the weather forecast. And here's an average day here in Buffalo. But the weather forecast, it's where we get the word meteorologist, which is the guy who tells the weather, or meteorology, which is the study of weather. So la météo, the weather forecast. So if you were looking up what's the weather going to be in Paris on a certain day, this is the word you would use. La météo à Paris, the weather forecast in Paris. Quel temps fait-il? That is the expression to ask, what's the weather? Quel temps fait-il? The word fait is actually is the verb to do or to make. So they're kind of saying, what's the weather doing today? Instead, or what's the weather making today? Instead of is, like we do in English. So, quel temps fait-il? Most of your expressions will start with il fait. So, il fait froid. Use our soundboard. Last letter of most French words is silent. The OI gives you a W sound. So, il fait froid. And if you get mixed up, froid ends in a D and cold ends in a D. Il fait frais. It is chilly. It actually is the word for fresh. It is fresh. But usually we'll say cool or chilly. Il fait chaud. The D is silent. Il fait chaud. It's hot. So if you see a C on a shower thing or a faucet when you're going to wash your hands and you see a C, to us that means cold. Other people, it means hot. You got to be careful with that one. So il fait chaud. It is hot. Il fait du vent. It is windy. So think of the word vent or ventilation has to do with the movement of air, and that's what wind is. Il fait beau. It is beautiful. The sun is shining. It's nice and warm. It's not too cloudy. That is what they mean when they say il fait beau. It is beautiful. And the spelling starts the same. B-E-A-U, B-E-A-U. That helps you remember it. Remember, you can pause the video at any time if you need more time to write your notes. Il fait du soleil. Soleil is sunny. So, il fait du soleil, it is sunny. That's where we get the word solar from. If something is solar powered, it's powered by the sun. Il fait bon. It is good. But we don't say that. It is nice. Could be a little better. Maybe it's a little too cloudy, but the weather's kind of good. The temperature's fine. So it's a nice day out. Not the perfect day, but a nice day. Il fait bon. Il fait mauvais. It is bad. Remember, mal was bad when you were asking comment ça va? So mauvais is bad for weather. The difference is one's an adjective, one's an adverb. And we'll talk about that another time. But il fait mauvais. It is bad out, rainy. Maybe there's a storm. Maybe there's a tornado. Maybe it's super windy. Whatever the situation is, it's not a good day to be outside. Il neige. This one's its own verb, so it does not need fait. There is no fait here. It's just il neige. It is snowing. I want you to add to your notes right next to it, la neige, snow. That's a noun. Sometimes people will say, il y a beaucoup de neige. There's a lot of snow. So, but il neige on its own is the action of snowing. So you want to make sure you know both. Il pleut. Again, it's an action, so there's no fait. So, il pleut. It's raining. And write la pluie. Pluie is the word rain. Il y a des éclairs. There is lightning. Il y a des éclairs. Il y a means there is. So, il y a des éclairs. There's lightning. And what comes with it? Il y a du tonnerre. There is thunder. So, think of the word tone. You have a good tone with the instrument. Leave your message at the tone. It is the sound. Then thunder is a sound. So, il y a du tonnerre. There is thunder. Il est nuageux. It is cloudy. This time it changes to il est. So, il est nuageux, that's because it's an adjective. But I want you to add les nuages, clouds. So, il y a beaucoup de nuages. There are a lot of clouds. So, sometimes you want just the noun clouds. So this is your note sheet. Make sure you have it filled out as you see up here, and you have your little extras added in also. And au revoir.